Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Today is Wednesday, 29th April 2020. It's chemistry lecture for grade 9. The chapter we are studying is Fundamentals of Chemistry, and this is your teacher, Miss Kausar. I hope that you all are fine and safe at home. Let's start our today's lecture. Okay students, today I'm going to explain mole particle calculation. In previous lecture I explained that mole mass calculation, how can we convert number of moles into mass or mass into moles. In today's lecture I will explain that how the number of particles can be converted into moles or the number of moles into particles. So let's get started. First of all, you must know that what is meant by particles. Particles means atoms, molecules or ions. As you know, 1 mole of any substance contains fixed number of particles, that is 6.023 10 to the power 23 particles. This number is known as Avogadro's number and it is represented by Na. This number is named after an Italian physicist and mathematician, Amedeo Avogadro. This is the person, the number is named after this person. Now, as you know, 1 mole of any substance contains these much particles. It is same like 1 dozen contain 12. 1 dozen means 12. Let me give you example, then I will explain this. Let's suppose I have 1 mole of hydrogen. What will be the mass of 1 mole of hydrogen? That will be 1 gram. As you know, 1 mole means the atomic mass or the molecular mass expressed in grams. So if I take 1 mole hydrogen, the mass of 1 mole of hydrogen will be 1 gram. 1 mole of hydrogen contains how many hydrogen atoms? It will contain 6.023 10 to the power 23 hydrogen atoms. Similarly, here I have another example, 1 mole of water. So 1 mole of water means what will be the mass of 1 mole of water? It will be 18 gram. So how many water molecules will be there in 1 mole of water? The number of water molecules in 1 mole of water will be 6.023 10 to the power 23. You can see the number of particles in 1 mole of a substance doesn't depend on the mass of that substance. It is same like if you want to buy 1 dozen bananas, you will buy 12 bananas. But let's suppose, for example, if you want to buy 1 dozen elephants, then how many elephants will you buy? You will buy 12 elephants. You can't say that mass of elephant is much more greater than bananas, so we can't take 12 elephants. No, if you are buying 1 dozen elephants, then how many elephants will be there? 12, because this conversion factor doesn't depend on the mass. Similarly, 1 mole means these much particles, it doesn't depend on the mass of the substance. If you are taking 1 mole of any substance, there will be 6.023 10 to the power 23 particles in that 1 mole of substance. This conversion factor can be used to convert the number of moles into particles or the particles into mole. For that we have a formula. Number of moles is equal to number of particles divided by Na, where Na is Avogadro's number. We can use this formula to convert the number of particles into moles. Let's solve numerical question using this formula, then it will be clear to all of you. Here I have a question, how many moles of hydrogen are there in 8.9 10 to the power 23 hydrogen atoms? How will we solve the question? First of all, let's check what is the given data. You can see the given data is number of hydrogen atoms, and number of hydrogen atoms is equal to 8.9 10 to the power 23. What are they asking us to find out? Number of moles. As we know that Avogadro's number is equal to 6.023 10 to the power 23. And what is required? number of moles is required. Means we are going to find out the number of moles in 8.9 10 to the power 23 hydrogen atoms. The formula we are going to use here is number of moles is equal to number of particles divided by Na. Na is the Avogadro's number. Number of particles is given in the question, which was 8.9 10 to the power 23. Put the values in the formula and solve it. You will get the answer 1.48 moles. It means that 8.9 10 to the power 23 hydrogen atoms are equals to 1.48 moles. So you can see the given number of particles are converted into number of moles. Now let's solve another question. The question is, calculate the number of molecules in 2 moles of carbon dioxide. Now you can see here number of molecules are unknown and the number of moles is given. So what is the given data? Number of moles is equal to 2 moles. What is required? We are going to convert these 2 moles of carbon dioxide into number of particles, or you can say that we are going to find out the number of particles in 2 moles of carbon dioxide. So number of carbon dioxide molecules are unknown. As you know that Avogadro's number is equal to 6.023 10 to the power 23 particles. Now the formula we have was number of moles is equal to number of particles divided by Na. But here you can see that number of particles was unknown while number of moles is given. So we will rearrange this equation number 1 and we will get the formula number of particles is equal to number of moles multiplied by Na, or Avogadro's number. Number of moles given in the question was 2. Number of Avogadro's number was 6.023 10 to the power 23. When we solve it, we get the answer 1.2046 10 to the power 23 carbon dioxide molecules. It means that 2 moles of carbon dioxide are equal to 1.2046 10 to the power 23 carbon dioxide molecules. So in this way we can convert the number of moles into particles or the number of particles into moles. Here I have a mole map. This map will help us to choose the correct conversion factor. If you are going to convert number of moles into mass or mass into moles, you will use the conversion factor including molar mass. Number of moles is equal to mass in gram divided by molar mass. You will have to find out the molar mass of substances in that case. But if you want to convert number of moles into number of particles or number of particles into number of moles, you will use the conversion factor including Avogadro's number. Number of moles is equal to number of particles divided by Avogadro's number. I hope that it's clear to all of you. Now let me give you homework. The homework is you will have to practice problem 1.6, which is given on page number 34 in your chemistry book. And the second homework is you will have to solve question number 8 and question number 10 given on page number 38 in your chemistry book. I hope that today's lecture will be easy for you and it's clear to all of you. But still, students, please watch and listen to the video very carefully in order to make yourself understand, and do your homework. Practice the question given as homework. Take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.